Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. We're in the Advanced Player's Guide today. We are continuing the character archetype builds. We're on Fighter, and the archetype we're going to look at for this video is the Rough Rider, a mounted archetype. So without further ado, let's read in and see what you all get and what you lose when you take the Rough Rider archetype for the fighter. Rough Riders study and practice the fine points of mounted combat, drilling endlessly with war beasts, from nobles, thoroughbreds, to trained monsters, to form the perfect synergy between rider and steed. At second level, you get Steadfast Mount. After a Rough Rider has spent 1 hour practicing with a mount, the mount gains a +1 dodge bonus to AC, and a +1 morale bonus on saves, but only while the Rough Rider is mounted on it or adjacent to it. This bonus increases by +1 for every 4 levels after second. This ability replaces Bravery. Not sure I'd want to trade Bravery for it, but that's what this class does. Armored Charger. At 3rd level, a Rough Rider no longer suffers armor check penalties on ride skill checks. His mount speed is not reduced when carrying a medium load or wearing medium barding. This ability replaces Armor Training 1. That sounds like a good trade. Mounted Metal. At 5th level, a Rough Rider and his mount gains +1 bonus on attack and damage rolls when he is mounted or adjacent to his mount. This bonus increases by +1 for every 4 levels after 5th. This ability replaces Weapon Training 1, 2, 3, and 4. Leap from the Saddle. At 7th level, after a Rough Rider's mount takes a single move, he may attempt a fast dismount, DC 20 ride check. If he succeeds, he can take a full attack action. This ability replaces Armor Training 2. Relentless Steed. At 11th level, a Rough Rider's mount does not reduce its speed when wearing heavy barding or carrying a heavy load. The Rough Rider may also re-roll a ride check or a saving throw made by the mount once per day, but must use the second roll even if it's worse. This ability may be used 1 additional time per day for every 4 levels beyond 11th. This ability replaces Armor Training 3. Excuse me. Ride Them Down. At 15th level, he can spur his mount on while readying an attack. If a Rough Rider's mount takes a single move, the Rough Rider can make a full attack, taking his attacks at any point during his mount's movement. If he has the trample feat, he may substitute an overrun combat maneuver for each of his attacks. This movement provokes attacks of opportunity against the Rough Rider, but not his mount. This ability replaces Armor Training 4. Unavoidable Onslaught. At 15th level, a Rough Rider's mounted charge is not blocked by friendly creatures or difficult terrain. This ability replaces Armor Training 4. Indomitable Steed. At 19th level, a Rough Rider and his steed gains DR 5 to nothing when mounted. This ability replaces Armor Mastery. So, if I was to combine the mounted combat feats on this would be a very entertaining fighter archetype, especially with all the cool bonuses you get from the mounted combat feats, especially charging with a lance. Do triple damage normally, and you do double or 3 times damage with the right feats, so you're doing 9 times damage on a critical. You could add all this in and it'd make it even more of a formidable way to fight. The only downside with this class is you have to have your mount, and if you have a mount that can't go into certain dungeons, then you're leaving your mount out there and a large portion of your bonuses out there while you're exploring. Now that can still be fun to play, but if you're really building the character to take all these advantages and use them frequently, then if you're not in an open combat situation often, you'll have a lot of issues in that regard. So keep that in mind if you take this one. Other than that, it definitely seems fun. So let me know your all's opinions about it in the comments below. Until we all game again, guys.